Yeah, hi there. So, something really, really strange happened today. And I don't really believe in coincidences, especially not like this, okay? So, where to begin? I need to begin from several months ago because that's when all this surveillance stuff started happening at this thrift store where I used to go to like all the time. So it used to be very, very lax there. I'm not joking. You would walk into a dressing room, there would be tons of hangers and tags and empty hangers and clothes everywhere. Like you just knew, right? You could just tell by when you walked in that dressing room, you could see people have been going in there all day long stealing clothes because there were just empty hangers everywhere. Now I know some people don't take the hangers with them when they leave with their clothes. However, people don't rip tags off, okay? And you could just everywhere, like covered, like tags here, tags there, tags over there, like everywhere, like people ripping tags off and throwing them on the ground. You just knew, you knew, okay? And like I said, they had basically no security whatsoever. You could enter the dressing room with as many clothes as you wanted and leave with none or leave whatever with all of them. So about 3 or 4 months ago, all that changed. The whole store did a whole revamp makeover. They got new people there. They got security. They got signs saying only 3 clothes allowed. You actually had a person working there watching you go in and come out. All this stuff. They even changed the way the clothes were. And I'll admit, there were a few times when there were a few things, not a lot, but a few times where I got mad because I felt like they were asking too much and they weren't on sale and I really, really wanted them. And yeah, I have had 5-finger discounts before, but nothing to the extent of, I'm sure some people were just full on, you know what I mean? Like just taking everything. I never would do that. I would be too afraid, for one thing. So now that the new stuff, surveillance is all going on, no, I would never even dream of stealing. No way. Not even what happened today. And I'll tell you. So I found a few things on sale. Oh, and by the way, there's this one lady that works there now, a new one. She's really mean. Like she'll give me a real evil eye. This happened like a few weeks ago. I went there. She's like looking at me like all mean and everything. And then she starts accusing me. This is like a few weeks ago. She starts accusing me, I'm not even joking, of cutting in line. I'm not even kidding you. There was nobody there. The people she said I was cutting in front of were standing on the other side of the other line. There's no way. They weren't in this side. They were on that side, okay? And she just hated me. And I noticed, okay, I'll get to how I think she's the one that was watching me, okay? So this is what happened. Okay, I did have 4 things. The sign says only 3. However, there was nobody there today. Like usually there's someone standing there watching you go in and come out. So I go into the dressing room with my 4 things, and I knew I had one too many, but I'm not going to hang one up outside just to get dressed again, just to come out. You know what I mean? It's a hassle. And I'm not even kidding you. As soon as I had my shirt and everything off, the music, the Goodwill radio, yeah, they call it that, right? The Goodwill radio. It's their music only. It stopped playing, and all of a sudden it went doo, 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 like some kind of a alarm. And I've never ever heard that their radio ever do that before, ever. And they did that the whole time I had my clothes off until I got my clothes back on. Then the radio came back on, and I'm like, what the? There's no way this is a coincidence. No way. I knew right then and there I was being watched. Yeah, I definitely was being watched. And you might be saying to yourself right now, that's illegal. They can't watch you in the dressing room. That wouldn't be right. Blah, blah, blah. You know, and I agree. I used to think that too until I did a little bit of research just now. And you can Google it yourself. You just Google this. Google anything you want. But I just Googled, is it legal to have cameras in a dressing room. And sure enough, there are 37 states right now that can legally have cameras in the dressing room and you don't even know it, or they can just have them like facing inside. Like you might be in the dressing room, but you might look up on the ceiling right over there and it could be pointing right down at you. Okay, it's legal in 37 states, and in the 13 other states where it's not legal, here's the catch: they can still do it as long as they put a sign out there that says they're doing it. Is that nuts or is that nuts? I mean, what if the person sitting there watching you is a pervert, right? And they're watching 13, 14, 15, 16-year-olds. I mean, isn't that supposed to be, you know, pedophilia or something? And yeah, okay, so it can only be same sex. So I think this lady that gave me the evil eye, I think she's a lesbian. I'm not even joking. This is what happened. So when I left with my things to go buy them, because I wasn't going to steal them after that, there's no way. I'll probably never will. I don't want to get banned, okay? I like that store. I don't want them to ban me. So no, I'm not going to do that again. But I saw that evil witch come out from back behind the store inside, you know, where the security is. Right when I was in line, she came out. I'm not even joking you. So the whole time I was in the dressing room, that same evil lesbo witch was probably back there watching me, and she's probably the one that stopped the music and then played that maybe as a warning. I don't know, possibly. She does not like me at all. Accused me of cutting in front of the line when the people were on the other side of the other line. Are you kidding me? I was hoping they would have fired her. She's crazy, you know? Oh, maybe because she sits back there all day long and has to watch fat asses undress all day. Maybe that's why she's angry. I don't know. Maybe she saw me steal one time. I don't know. I have no idea what the rules or laws are on that. But I'm telling you, like, I don't even like, I rarely ever took anything, and it was only maybe one or two things. It's not like some people go in there and they load up, like they have a whole big, you know, backpack and they just stuff it. And I would never even consider doing that. It was just a few little things. Not today, not ever again, not the way they're acting, not how she was like accusing me of something I didn't do and looking at me like that, and then the music, and then this, and then that, and I research it, and sure enough, I'm actually in one of the states where they don't even have to tell you. They can just do it. They can watch you. So can you believe that? Who knew? Who knew? I never knew. I didn't know they could do that, but yeah, they sure can. So what do you think? Have you ever been caught in a dressing room? That's what I'd like to know. And what do? Will they just say, oh, well, we just watch you? Yeah, I don't think they can record you, but it would be their word against yours. Yep. Take care.